This is a Wild Age Production podcast.
Welcome to Beyond Earth, the Palladin Megaverse podcast. I am DM Vince, and not sitting with me is...
Steven playing Seran Allward.
Jakob playing Lucian.
Geoff playing Victor Liam Brightwood.
Sarah playing Lady Astrid.
Corey playing Nova.
David playing Luke Ashenwood.
Welcome back to Beyond Earth. We're continuing along with our adventure. Last time, the group had gotten back from defeating the Queen and going back to town and noticed that the skies were turning gray and it got dark out and there was a storm and they all took refuge in the inn's basement, or cellar. I keep saying basement. Cellar for protection. And then when they woke up, well, when the storm passed and they rested for a little while and came out, they found they were in the middle of a forest. They went out scouting to find anything pretty much. And when they came back, the inn was attacked by a giant creature. Only Godwin was left alive to tell them the tale of what happened. So they went into the cellar for the night to rest and to keep watch. And they did hear the creature, possibly the creature, return because they heard some thundering footsteps on the ground. And now it was morning time after Nova's watch. And you were about to head upstairs or wake up or whatever. And oh, yes. And Lady Astrid crop dusted the whole entire basement, she said, while on her watch.
This is a very, very musty cellar, you know.
Yeah, she's like,
Something died down here while we were asleep.
Maybe a rat or something.
I don't think I have to wake anyone up. I think Lady Astrid did with a loud trumpet, you know.
She played taps with
With my butt.
her trumpet.
This guy have a bunch of fish down here?
So, all right, everyone's up. We're awake. I'm going to crack open the door and look outside just to make sure nothing's like hiding in front of it.
No.
Just hiding behind the door.
The monster's like looking at you. It's like, I've been waiting all night.
Like,
Got
son of a
your ass.
bitch.
Gotcha.
Slowly close the door.
Anything happened in your guys' shift? Nothing happened on mine.
Monster showed up. Asked
Monster
for Lord
showed
Lee
up.
specifically, but I said nah.
He's sleeping. Just he'll pass by.
Look at that short guy. Look at that little guy. Look how cute he's sleeping.
So when you guys, Corey, when you poke open the door and you look out, you don't see anything in the immediate area. You can travel further out to look if you want, or I assume you're going into the bar area and kind of poking your head out.
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of do that whole look around the corner, you know.
When you look around the corner, you kind of hear like a little squeaking sound, like it could be a mouse.
I will carefully approach.
And you see on the ground in front of the bar, there was like a blood stain, so to speak, that had maybe a little bit of a chunk of a person there that you kind of missed in the dark. And you see this little creature. Actually, you see four of them around there going, yum, 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 and they're squeaking.
How'd it go?
Yum, 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 yum. Just like that.
How big are they?
Let me get my book back out. I just pushed it away. They're not that big. They are about...
Like a house cat?
No, they're even smaller than that, probably.
Oh.
Like
Are
a
they
little...
like the little bronchies from Jurassic Park, the little tiny...
Kind of
Like
like...
a chicken.
Yeah, like that. Maybe
A chicken.
maybe as big as a chicken, yeah.
I'm going to carefully go back.
And they're just chomping away at that and fighting over it, and they're snapping
Yeah,
at each
yeah.
other. They don't seem to notice you at all.
All right, I'm going to head back and say, hey guys, there's some weird creatures out there. They eat meat. They're about yay big, and I describe them. They look kind of like raptors, but you guys don't know what raptors are, so, you know.
What? They look like birds?
Sure.
Okay.
Evil, angry, claw-filled birds. They have arms, not wings, though.
Are they just
Lord.
scavenger beasts?
Maybe, but if you want to go out there and try to kill one so we can analyze it, I will happily watch you.
Lord Lee
All
grabs his crossbow.
Okay.
Yeah,
My fear is just that those might be 4, that we kill one, they call for reinforcements, and then a swarm comes, you know?
Well,
Let's
won't
just
know
take the
until we
supplies and
try
leave.
it.
All right.
If these are
We're in
scavengers,
enemy
like you
territory.
said,
We don't know what's sentient. We don't know what is what. Let's just not attack unless we're attacked.
We're all fine.
Okay.
you want to chance it, they might look at us like we're food then.
I was going to say they are meat eaters. They're eating meat, human flesh, so they have that. And they seem to enjoy it, so...
I'm not saying don't have the crossbow handy. In fact, I'll hold the one that I took from the innkeeper.
How long are we
Make
going to
sure
have to
it's
wait
loaded.
for them to leave?
No, we're going to leave. If they attack, we attack.
Well, more than likely, the dead bodies here are going to...
There aren't any dead bodies, remember? We got rid of them all. Apparently we missed a small chunk of flesh.
I mean, the place is just destroyed, so it was dark and,
Yeah.
By the way, are we
traps?
going... At this point, we're just going to keep trekking. This place isn't safe. And the
Yeah,
beast
it's
did come back, so this is its territory.
Honestly, just pack up on rations and let's just pick a direction to go.
Yeah. As
Anything
much
in the
as
traps?
no, there's nothing in the traps, but you could see the creatures when you go to look.
Okay, well...
They don't seem to notice you until, I mean, you're going to go check every one of the traps because you have to go past them to check the other traps.
Are they inside the inn? Because I put them in the inn.
They are.
They just haven't triggered them.
Then we're going to have to kill these things anyway or scare them away.
All right. Take a torch,
Well,
light it. And...
Before you do that, I'll just grab some piece of debris and throw it at them, but get ready.
Okay.
Crossbow ready.
I
Crossbow
hunk
ready.
a piece of wood or something that's nice and hefty at them, next to them, not to hit them, but, kind of scare them.
Okay, you throw it, they look at you, and they just kind of look at you like this, like confused.
Go away.
I try to make myself look big. I go booga booga booga.
They look at you confused. And they look at
is
each other, and you can see, look like they're talking to each other. They're like, "Bark, bark, 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 bark."
Throw another one next to him again.
They look at it, and they look at you again.
Point. Away.
They look at you
I
confused.
I cast tongues
Mm-hmm.
so I can talk to them. I'll be
Okay.
like, hey, can you guys leave for a second so we can pass by through here?
Sarah's like, "Bark, bark, 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 bark."
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I
She's
think you
lost
talked to
her
like,
mind.
ask him.
She's having a stroke. Come on. Help.
They look at you
Ask-
really confused, and they're like, you can understand us?
Yeah, I can speak whatever you guys are.
They look at each other, they go, goddess.
What? What do you say?
Goddess,
Nice?
goddess.
Goddess. Sure. And as my god, as your goddess, can you please leave this place so me and my comrades can pass?
They say, yes. And they all go, bark, 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 and they leave.
Did you
Quick
cast a spell on
question.
them?
I'm their goddess now, apparently.
Okay,
Did you ask them where we
him?
are?
Yeah, did you ask them where we are or anything?
No,
They're
left.
gone.
So,
They just ran out.
She
Brett's
said
gone.
leave and they left.
Brett's
Somebody
gone.
tells
Let's
me-
go.
We're going to be being followed by whatever those things are now.
Good, and they can help us.
All right.
Well, until I can't talk to them anymore, probably. But
Lordly, grab your traps. We'll pack the
Yeah,
bags and let's go.
Grab the traps. Any supplies in the other rooms that would help us here?
I
in
would
this
have
situation?
packed all that. That's
No,
nice.
yeah.
No.
No,
We have
there
provisions
are
and
some
everything we
extra
need.
backpacks that you guys can grab to shove food into so you can carry it if you'd like.
I think I
Yeah,
would have. I said I was just doing that when I was. So we would have had that ready. Nova or Astrid, either of you use crossbows per se?
I'm gonna say no. No, I do not.
Didn't
want it as a
Nova have
backup
a bunch of
weapon?
slings?
I have a dagger as a backup weapon.
Okay, then I'm just gonna take the bolt out and store the crossbow. I'm better with a bow than a crossbow.
Well, they would have bolts, not so.
Yeah.
Without being
crossbow.
without being too heavy, you guys have 30 days worth of food between the four of you.
Okay.
I say we head west. Oh, I mean, Godwin can carry some stuff too.
I was gonna say I keep 10 days worth of rations on me. You know, the beef jerky.
This is
after
like
the,
actual food.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
This is not
No,
rations or trail mix.
after the breakfast incident, I tend to just eat light.
Make sure we got the good wine.
Corey's never going to live that down.
Dude, I knew it. I didn't trust my gut. I was like, oh, it's fine. No, fuck you, Vince. Fuck you.
Look,
Because I
I
did
had
ask
said
3
a couple
times, too.
times that you guys went and ate breakfast and discussed things, but I blew by it, except for the one time.
Yeah, exactly. It was different. Something was different, and that triggered. It's like
The difference was Shep. That was the difference.
You
All
triggered
right.
Corey's PTSD
Yeah, I know.
about breakfast.
Every time there's a
Pretty much.
breakfast scene, he's going to be like, nope, I'm not eating.
Nope. Don't eat. Sorry. All right, fine. We'll trek. You guys want to go towards the sunrise or away from the sunrise?
Sunset, because the light will last longer going west.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Okay.
All right, give me your direction, sense, direction, people, so you know which way to go.
30. I'm easily under.
Yeah, 63. It's
Okay,
under
so
76.
you look at the sun and you kind of wait for a few minutes to watch it, and you like go do one of these things. Like, all right, this way. Let's go. Let me look at my map here.
Well, if it's the
Fair.
morning time, we just go in the opposite direction where the sun is.
It's
Farewell,
not always
Percy.
as easy as you think, so that's why I'm having you roll.
The trees.
Your inn
they're
brought us
thick.
nothing but grief.
Heading west. Okay, from
Maybe we
where-
should start a fire before we leave, you know. Burn
Burn
the
the
rest of the
forest
place down.
That would be interesting. I mean,
Let's see if we can outrun a forest fire.
we could.
You can. You just can't ever stop.
Yeah, you just have to reach the edge of the woods before you stop. Period. I mean, depends on the type of year. It could be if it's like springtime and they expect a lot of rain, a lot of the vegetation would be harder to burn.
Oh, I know you guys wanted to do this, so I'm going to remind you, because to be fair, you guys wanted to check for the tracks.
Yes.
They are heading the same way you are heading.
The
So we're going
the
west,
small
right?
ones or
That's-
the big ones?
The big creatures.
Oh, we're on the right track then.
It's heading west.
Mm-hmm.
We're basically
attacks
following the
during the
tracks,
day.
essentially.
It attacked during the day yesterday. It came back that night.
Go
It's got to
sleep
sleep
during the afternoon.
eventually.
Mhm.
Maybe.
I mean, who says these creatures need to sleep?
I was going to say there are things that don't have to sleep, but you know what? It's fine. You're fine. We've got Lady Astrid and Seran, and if they can't do it, well, me and Lord Lee can definitely run. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Remember, Lady Astrid, aim for their knees. We run faster.
He's not lying, but
Yeah.
no, he's not.
Yeah.
you head west for a couple hours, and you hear the normal sounds of the forest, and you guys take a little bit of a break, I would assume. Or you want to keep just marching on.
Did you actually set a fire in the inn?
No.
Oh.
Okay. I was thinking, that's not a bad idea. That would definitely attract things over to the inn.
It would be a bad idea because if the wind blew the flames into the dry trees, we
We don't
would
know.
have a forest fire.
We don't know what time of year is it.
Well, oh yeah.
We
I
don't
will
know what time
examine-
of year it is, but we know it's hot.
I will examine the trees closely. Are they dried out or are they still wet and drooping?
They are wet and drooping.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be a big forest fire.
Not a big.
So that means I can cast my fireball if I want to.
Yes,
That'll
ma'am.
be fine.
Yeah, actually, you could.
I mean, the immediate
Okay.
area will still be set ablaze, but
The immediate area that we happen to be.
It's not like it's dry tinder, so
yeah, it's not tinder.
All
All
right.
right. So yeah, we'll go take it easy. It's like I say, we take it easy, just normal march. Don't push ourselves, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We have no idea where we're going. There's
Exactly.
no civilization or anything for miles, as
I
far
mean,
as the
you
eye can
didn't even
see.
see
No.
us smoke
There
of a
is-
city.
There is one thing, and we are following it. So
I said civilization.
We don't even know where it's going.
So you're following the creature's tracks and heading west. The creature veers off from west to south. Do you want to continue west or follow the creature to the south?
I think we should head west still. I mean, that thing could be just following another creature to hunt.
Or just doing his patrol. Could just be like
Yeah.
his
All right.
circle.
we'll just keep going west then.
Okay. How long?
Every
do you
time
want...
we,
Yeah, Jeff.
I say every time we take a break, kind of climb a tree, see if you can see smoke or mountains or hills or something.
Yeah.
Or a giant tree we can see further.
Yeah, taller tree.
Actually, you do see something this time, Steven, when you climb up the tree. I'm not going to make you roll because it's tedious. Anyway, whatever. When you finally, after maybe like 6 hours of traveling, you see a tower in the distance in kind of a clearing to the southwest.
Where the monster was heading.
Yeah. Well, the creature went
Seran would know.
south, so...
But not quite.
Okay.
I mean, yeah,
will.
kind of.
It's like a Firewatch kind of tower.
Yeah, I'll mark.
Or a stone tower.
Stone
just something
tower.
that's
Stone
tall.
tower. A stone tower, yeah, like a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Wizard's
finally found
Tower.
something of note. There is a stone tower to the southwest of us. What was the estimate time frame wise, Vince, from where we are from where it is?
You guess it'd be another 2 to 3 hours minimum.
So if we
Right.
walked 6 hours, it'd be probably close to early afternoon.
Early afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, you took
Right.
breaks here and there, like 10 minutes, you know.
We should get there before nightfall.
You'll probably get there
Nightfall.
right at dusk, I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea to hunker down there then.
Let's just hope it's not the lair of any nasties.
Oh, probably is. Come on.
Oh, yeah, you know us, man. Come on.
Big giant forest where creatures of unknown origin. I forgot. Yeah, it's probably has some sort of evil in it.
It's those little raptor guys, but they're in like wizard outfits or something.
You're their
You know what? I would
They're
love
magical.
to see that.
My brethren. All right, yeah, we'll just continue on.
All right. Continue.
Is there
on.
anything?
Yeah.
Is there anything following us? Can we tell?
I mean, you look over your shoulder, you don't see anything.
Niven's
You know,
here.
hear any clacking or chittering or anything coming up in the distance?
No.
Want to make sure those small guys aren't following their goddess around.
And yeah, my that ability only lasts how long does it even last? 10 melee rounds per level, so 40 melee rounds, whatever that equivalent is. So
How long till you get your spell
way
back?
past.
Astrid?
40 minutes. 40 minutes is how long
it's
it lasts.
it's daily, so if I wake up the next day, if
You wake up the next day.
if I wake up.
I mean, that's.
But yeah,
not
no,
wrong.
it's I get my slot back the next day, so
Okay. So you finally travel and you get to the clearing in the southwest and you see it's a giant tower. It's probably about, I don't know, I didn't put a feet to it. I'm going to say 3 stories tall.
It's
I'll
not
give us
giant.
a.
Does it
I'll
look
give us a good
intact, or
offer.
does it look like it's been broken down?
No, it's very much intact. You can actually see behind the tower like a little wooden fence, and when you look around, you see it's kind of like a garden.
No.
It looks like it's been well tended to.
So this is an inhabited tower.
I would assume so.
Maybe we'll
Well,
get some
let's-
answers.
See if they're friendly.
There is a front door, and obviously there is a back door when you look around the side because of the garden area.
This is a tower in the middle of nowhere. There's a welcome mat right in front of it.
There's a what?
A
Welcome
mat.
Oh, welcome, Matt.
Even though this is a tower in the middle of nowhere.
Says, please wipe your feet.
In the distance past the tower, it kind of like there's the tower, and then it goes downwards a hill behind it, and you can see some mountains.
Okay. I'm getting some
Finally,
change here.
Different landscape, yeah. Let's go to the door and see if
Yep.
they're friendly.
Do a little knock.
There's a big like ring on the door. You want to knock? Okay.
No, yeah, that works.
You knock, and
I'm gonna. Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna step to the side just in case while they knock.
okay, you step to the side.
He's
Back
shy.
door.
It's fine.
Trap door. Come on.
No, that's fine. You hear, "Who goes there?" Wait, the sound's coming from above you.
Travelers.
You see a man with a long beard, like a gray long beard, and he looks maybe like 60s, 70s. An elf. So 60, 70 in elf years. So what's that
So
like?
young.
Yeah.
So young.
Be a baby.
Remember,
Very
elves live on average 600 years, so either he's a couple centuries.
600 years old then.
Okay, he's in his twilight.
Yeah, I meant to say the equivalent of a 67-year-old human.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, who goes there, travelers? What?
We were spirited here by unknown means, and we're lost in the woods. Yours the first any sign of form of civilization we've come across.
Huh? There's a town right over there. And he points to the east.
Yeah, the one town we missed is like right there.
We just
All the
went
fire
right
started
around it.
smoke in the area.
Yeah, you look to the east where he's pointing, and you can see some smoke coming up. And as you look down, there's a little town right there.
Do you
If
know
you
where?
can-
Do you know where we're at?
What is the name of the town and the land that we're in?
Yeah.
He looks at you really confused. He's like, the town's name is Northern Gate.
I look at the others. Any of you familiar with that town name or the location?
I'm going to assume it's in the north.
I'm from the north. Do I recognize it?
No.
Not that north. Okay.
Northern Gate of what land? What kingdom?
Land of Darkwood. Crazy or something? People.
What
No,
kingdom?
we were spirited here by magics.
Young elf.
Those young whippersnapper elves.
Damn.
Those Gen Z elves. Well, he's a boomer, so
Yeah.
always on their spell talks.
Lady Astrid, you know more about human kingdoms. Does the kingdom of Darkwood ring any bells?
Not even like myths or legends or anything.
No, not even ring
DM.
any bell. Not even for you, Corey, who have a lot of lore. Geoff, you not even in your travels with your father, no.
No.
Do
What is
you
the
have?
name-
But wait, what? Who's the name of our emperor? I don't remember.
What's the
You
name
should
of the
say the
land
out
we were
character.
from? I forget.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
let's use that as a reference to see if he's familiar with that and how far we are.
He's not familiar with it at all. I
thi-
don't remember
think-
the emperor's name, so
Okay, I was like, we just call him the emperor. So
Yeah.
Did we get
Ask
ported
him how
to another continent?
Possibly.
yay.
Well, I
Do
say
you
we go to the town and see if they got an inn.
he said, all right, now get out. I'm tired.
Thank goodness
And
we
he-
all speak
he
the same
drops
language
a bowl
here.
of water on you guys.
I'm them.
Aw.
I stood to the side.
Yes,
remember?
Corey's the only one that didn't get drowned by water. The splash up hits your boots, but that's about it.
It was kind of hot. Thank you.
Enjoy the piss water. It does smell.
So we head off to the town.
The people of this land are ever so friendly.
And he's an elf too, so he's part of your people.
No, he's not.
Okay, so as you're heading down the side towards the town, you could see the town in the distance has like a large wall around it. And there are
Protection
some
from the
Okay.
creatures.
and there's a gate and there's some guards standing there. The gates are open.
I would assume we would have. There's a garden. There had to have been a well or something nearby for us to wash ourselves properly, right? If there was a garden, there had to be a water source for it.
Actually, if he's a mage, not really.
No, Steven's right. There is a little well behind the house for the garden.
Yeah, kind of just
Get out of my
wash off.
garden!
We gotta clean off this.
We were
piss
just
water you
enjoying
gave-
the gift of water you provided us. Thank you.
Get off my lawn!
We're on our way. We're on our way.
Damn kids. Exactly. Damn kids.
No, I just wanted to make sure we were not
I
smelling of piss by
I
the
just
time
poured
we
my
came to
piss
it.
Yeah.
water on them. How dare they wash off? You
No,
know how
it's fine.
expensive that stuff is? How dare they wash that piss water off?
Yeah, you know how much time it took me to fill that bowl up. Anyway, you're back at the scenario of the town.
All right.
Okay.
It's like a main
Is
gate.
there
or...
a gate? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass-
I mean, it's
just
open.
pass
The
through.
guards don't say anything to you. They just look at you and nod.
They're just guards.
Okay.
Human, elves, dwarves.
Yeah, when you walk inside, you see people walking around, and normal people, humans, elves, dwarves, like what you would normally see in every village where you were from. So
Oh, it's a
And
multicultural area.
It is.
it's very diverse, yes.
Thank
and
you.
the signs and stuff, we can read all of them just fine.
Yeah, they're in Old English or Common, so yeah.
Wow. So if we are another continent, then
Look for the inn.
Do you ask anybody or just look for yourselves?
We
We can
the
ask
the
signs.
guards.
The signs should point the way.
Ask the guard where's the inn is.
He said, follow the road straight. It's on the right-hand side, the Flaming Sword Tavern.
There it is. Oh, there's
Fancy.
the guy.
Flaming sword.
Yep.
All right.
Where can we find some information about this town?
Probably the...
it's like an info booth.
He's like,
Where's your visitor center?
Yeah, but-
Google it, idiot. God.
The guard just looks at you and just says, go on your way.
Thank you for your information, good sir.
He just
And-
nods.
Do like our... I'm trying to figure out just how foreign this place is. Do our clothes like look the same as everyone else's? Like
yeah, you look
basically same style, all that stuff.
yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Okay.
you look like... It's not
So
like...
we fit.
It's
fit
not
right
like
in.
you were like go back in time and there's like the 60s and you're in the 2000s.
Well, no, it's just
clothes.
like if hypothetically we go to a different continent, the language might be different.
Like we're wearing
The-
medieval garb in like samurai era Japan
Yeah,
or something,
exactly.
like kimonos and
I just want to see how much we like would stand out.
you
But
don't
it
look
looks
any
like definitely an
different than
issue.
the average person to you. Yeah.
Okay.
To them as well. They don't. No one really acknowledges you, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe a person would be like, "Good morning," or good afternoon, or whatever.
Okay.
Maybe,
Maybe you-
afternoon.
Good
we
evening.
really are just
Good evening.
in a different kingdom.
Well, first we need to get someplace to sleep.
Yeah. Because it's
See
like
if our
what dusk
currency
now.
works here.
Yeah.
Maybe gold is gold.
Yeah.
I mean, gold is fairly
The
universal.
vast majority of our gold is locked away in some dwarven magical vault, potentially on another continent.
Yep.
But it's magical.
So you
Oh,
head.
yeah.
Secure.
So you head inside the inn. There's a man behind the counter. He has bulging blue eyes, and he has a long almond-colored beard, and his clothes are kind of stained. But
Bulging blue eyes?
yeah, that's
Is he sick? Is he okay?
What?
Is he like?
they're like kind of popped out.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh, somebody hugged him too hard.
Yeah, it's kind of like someone squeezed him way too hard, and he just never went back in.
It's like a pug.
His clothes are a little bit stained, but you could tell it's probably because he's busting his ass, waiting tables, checking people
Mhm.
in, cleaning up. You could tell he's a hard worker. You see calluses on his fingers and stuff like that. He's a hard-working guy.
Mm-hmm.
He says,
Nobody got this.
travelers, how can I help you? My name is Marcus. I am the innkeeper.
How much for a room or 4, depending on how many you got?
Well, let me take a look. I have one room available and it could suit up to 6 people. Unfortunately, it's double beds. Is that okay? I mean, you guys seem like you're all traveling together, so,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess
it's
that's
fine.
fine.
It's fine.
He said that'll be 3 a night.
Re what?
He said 3 credits a night.
3 credits.
Yes, he said he pushes over a little pad on there and he goes, just wave your hand over that and it should easily deduct it from your account.
Yay.
We're
Account.
not from this land exactly. How would we go about trading for currencies for what we have on us, for our currency?
His eyes narrow.
His bulging his eyes near.
They do, Geoff. They're no longer bulging. They narrow. He says, you don't have a device on you? And he shows his hand. You see like a little crystal in the middle of his palm that lights up.
It's the eye crystal.
Oh, geez.
I mean, does that turn red when you hit 30?
Oh, crap. Yeah, I was going to say Logan's Run.
It's like, ah,
I
shit,
broke
I'm
the-
screwed then.
No, it doesn't turn red. Fuck you, Steven. No, it doesn't turn red. He goes, no, you should have one of these on your palm. Let me see your palms. Does anybody show him or no?
Like, we're
No.
not from here. Like, in fact, we're lost.
Everybody in the Kingdom of Darkwood has this on them.
What
Wow.
about foreign visitors or
Yeah.
ambassadors from other kingdoms?
They would have it on as well. I've never seen anybody in these lands not have this on them. How did you manage not to have it implanted?
We were magically teleported from a distant land
Pretty much.
That's actually the truth.
against our will.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Right.
The gentleman in the tower outside of the city was the first individual that we've come across.
The sorcerer?
I
The
guess?
gentleman that was ever so friendly, yes.
Oh, no. The sorcerer is an asshole.
Cantankerous.
Yeah.
I was trying to be
his name
polite.
is Eisen. He is nuts beyond all belief, but he is the most powerful sorcerer in the land.
Could he have summoned us here through some magics?
He's like, no one has seen him in years. I'm surprised he even answered his door.
He didn't. He shouted at us from the top of the tower.
And he threw his piss pot at us.
And then he covered them in piss.
Oh, that's that smell. Good. I see.
I
We washed off.
I didn't.
Well, here,
You didn't?
Marcus,
I didn't say I
clearly
did.
don't have these credits or a crystal. Do you accept gold or silver as a form of currency in exchange for the inn for the night?
Gold? You see his
I'll show
eyes.
him a-
His eyes get larger than they were.
I'll take out a single coin and I'll sit on the, counter.
He goes, "May I see that? I will give it back."
Of course.
He picks it up and he's like, "Is this real?" He bites
No,
it.
it's chocolate.
Yeah.
Could it
be? He lifts it up. He looks at it in the light. He brings a candle over. He burns it with the candle, and he's just like, "Wow.
It's real.
Do you have more?"
How much
li-
for a night?
He goes, "If you give me..." He's kind of weighing it in his hand. He goes, "You give me 3 of these, and you can have a month."
Deal.
You
I
give
pull
him,
out 2 more and hand it to him.
For a whole month? All right.
he
Yeah.
hands you the card for your room.
Do you know what is this?
That is
And-
the key to your room.
It is. And where's our room at?
He says it's down the hall to the left. It's room 3.
Thank you very much for your help. Come on, everyone. Let's go. Let's go get settled.
But
Let's get settled.
Where can we
now.
get these
It's a-
crystals you were talking about?
Lord Lee, we need to get settled first. Let's get settled, and then we'll
Yeah,
come
let's-
back and ask
let's-
him
let's-
questions.
Let's get our bearings first and then figure out.
When you
Okay.
guys turn and leave, you could see him whispering to one of the guards.
Yeah. See, you guys made a huge spectacle. The instant he said that, I was like, oh no, we need to be like, oh sorry, I don't have that much, and just leave. But you guys kept pushing and telling and telling. It's like,
Aren't you
we're
the one that gave
strangers,
him 2
man.
gold?
Yes,
I gave
because I
3
wanted him
gold.
to shut up, and you already gave away all the secrets. It's like, you know what?
Well,
we need to
how
move
else
on.
were we supposed to get
I know.
information?
I saw Corey itching over there. He was like,
just don't tell them everything.
We're not trying
First,
to tell
you
them
figure
everything.
out.
We're just
You
trying
were
to get
telling him
information.
everything. Yeah, you were giving him a ton of information, and you got nothing in return.
you go to
But
the
I was
room.
good at butted in. I even said you take over the conversation, but you chose to
I
be
didn't hear
mute.
that. Everybody was talking.
No, I said it before. I was like, Nova, you got this.
I didn't hear it. Otherwise, yeah, I would have.
You
we
get
go
to
to the room.
You get to the room and you see a slot to put the card in, and you do.
Well, I
I'm
didn't.
assuming, and then
Yeah.
the door just goes beep beep, and it opens up.
That's neat.
What magics is this?
Oh no.
Very weird magic.
The room is a nice, spacious room. It's got 4 beds, even though he said there was only 2, but there's 4 beds.
Mm.
That you
There's a
gave us
little
an
there's a
upgrade?
little area that you
Mhm.
can cook at as well.
Whoa.
That kind of the smoke goes up a little chimney thing. And there's a place for a washing station with a bowl. You pretty much have everything you need in here. You would never have to leave if you had the supplies.
If we don't get robbed in the middle of the night or taken prisoner
Or arrested or anything
or
else. yeah.
arrested.
Or
I'm
arrested.
looking. How do you lock the door from the inside? Is there like a bolt or?
Yes, there's a bolt in the door.
Okay, well, at least that technology.
It's an
I'm familiar
iron
with.
bolt. No. It's like,
Is there a TV?
no, there's no TV.
They're not that fancy.
It
Okay.
has the. It's playing the hotel channel.
High tech, yeah.
Tells you about the hotel.
Staying at
They're
the
like
Ladies
brochures or-
Tavern. You can go to the west and visit the Wizard's Tower, and you see the Sorcerer, who's a really mean asshole.
And they'll piss on you.
while you're here at our institute, you can go to the spa and spend a day and have a nice day in the pool.
It's just a picture of like a puddle or something.
All right. Well,
City of
water hole.
North, Village of Northgate. Do you say village or city?
Village.
village. I think first things first is we need to do some damage control with the innkeeper.
Okay.
You want to put a fake crystal on your hand?
No. But maybe we could pay him to be silent so he doesn't tell everyone everything.
Well, I mean, you saw him speaking to the guards.
He was,
Yeah.
but we can figure out what he said to the guard.
You can assume what he said. Nobody knows what he said. He could be like, "Take care of those guys. Those guys are really cool guys." You don't
Yeah.
have that.
He could have said,
Well, what
"They're
I
my
learned
best
is
customer."
we don't have a
You're
means
right.
of travel so far that involves currency without revealing our secrets even more. And
I
even
s-
foreign nationals seem to all have these chips.
I say we scout the area, see what's around, maybe talk to some people, not reveal who or what we are. We're just travelers passing through and ask about the town.
They seem all weary of travelers.
Well, several people said, "Hey, how's it going? Good morning."
They thought we were locals, probably, or something.
I
It's a
doubt they thought we
village.
were
They
locals,
they
but-
definitely know we're not locals. If they've never seen our faces. If this is a village, it's pretty small.
Yeah. No, they know we're travelers.
I wonder if there's a library here or something like that, so we can
However-
actually find a map of some sort and figure out exactly where we are.
Maybe they have a map of the world.
Mm-hmm.
That
Find
might
out
work.
what continent we're on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we have a room so we can go back to. Let's just leave here and leave our excess supplies. Just take what we need on us.
Done.
They don't seem to mind us carrying weapons in the town.
No, they didn't seem to care at all. Yeah.
Did we see
Yeah,
other people carrying like swords, daggers, anything that looks like a weapon on them, like normal adventurers walk through,
You
or
know
even
what?
nobles with the sword?
Probably you wouldn't notice because it's an everyday occurrence for you, and you didn't say you were looking for it when looking around. So I'm going to
Hmm.
just assume that you've probably saw it and just thought it was normal. But you can go outside and look.
Is there a window we can look out of?
Yeah, there's a window you can look out of your room. Yeah, of course. You
There
see,
We see a
go.
bunch of fish people all staring at our window.
it's all those little creatures going, "Goddess, goddess, goddess." There's like 100 of them waiting for Sarah's every word.
I am meant to be here.
Yes.
Yes.
This is
yes,
her
you are.
world. No. No, you see people walking around, like you see a guy in armor, he has a sword on his hip, and one guy has on his back. There's one guy walking around with it in his hand, and he's just walking through, you know.
Guy in black armor with red lightsabers.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah, yeah.
You know, normal.
And you see one guy go, he just takes it and turns and walks away, so, you know.
I hate that guy.
All right, so yeah, I say try to find a library or anything.
This is a
really.
village. More likely, you'll have to go to the town center.
hall. Yeah, town
Yeah.
center.
This town, looking around, said you guys can just go outside and start looking around.
Well, I was going to talk to the innkeeper on our way out real fast.
You can do damage control. We'll be a little bit more discreet in our.
Yes, please,
And-
please, please.
So, are we going our separate
No, I'm
ways?
gonna show
right
everybody
now,
my
or-
hand, be like, high five,
Walk and
high
just-
five,
She's gonna walk around like this.
hello, in the
I'm
face.
better than you. I
You know
have
what?
no chip. My chip's on the inside of my hand, so you
I
can't.
was going to
see
say,
it.
guys,
I wear
it-
gloves.
I was going to
so-
say I wear gloves too. If you wear gloves,
Oh
put
yeah,
them
I do.
on.
I do actually wear gloves.
Yeah,
Mm,
we never showed
What
him
part
our
of the armor?
palms.
I take off my
Anyway,
glove.
Since you guys are leaving and Corey's stopping to talk to the
Yeah.
innkeeper, I'll do him first.
I bet
Shut up,
you
Jeff.
will.
Shut up, Jeff.
Too easy.
Stephen, will you please stab him somewhere in the adventure?
I
would
did not
love
mention
to.
the tree. You cannot do anything to me.
That's true. Okay.
You
all
just did now.
right. He's right. You mentioned the tree.
I have to say its name.
Whose name?
Whose name?
The tree's name.
Anyway,
Which-
stop.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so you guys walk out, and we'll catch up later on or something like that. The innkeeper's standing there, and I guess you approach him.
Yeah, I approach him. Yeah.
Yes, my good
excuse
man.
me.
How can I help you? And your name was?
I'm Nova.
Isn't that a girl's
and
name?
Your,
Okay.
fuck you. And you are?
Marcus. I introduced
Marcus.
myself.
Told us.
Yes.
Yes, you did. I'm sorry, my memory's not.
No, that's fine. I just said you have to write it down for your adventure.
Fuck you. Fucking Marcus.
How can I help
Uh,
you, young man?
I noticed you whispering to the guard after we left. I hope we didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, no. I was just making sure that the guard was aware that you guys were in that room and to make sure nobody disturbs you.
Oh, well, thank you, because we do value our privacy, and
Oh, we're
perhaps...
very discreet here.
Well, I hope so, because if you are, there might just be more payments in your future.
His eyes light up. Really?
But it requires great discretion. Do you understand?
He leans in and he goes, I could be very discreet.
I slip him one more gold. Thank you.
He casually pulls it into him. Just thank
Yeah,
you.
we do that whole... I slide it over. He, kind of, nobody notices thing. Just...
Yeah. He says thank you. And he puts it in his pocket.
Yes, as long as we have an understanding. Do you happen to know if the town has a library or someplace I can find a map of the local area?
No, there is no actual library in this village. You'd have to go to the main city for that, and that's quite a bit of ways.
Was there anything? There might be a map of the local area, just of the village and the surrounding?
There might be. He thinks for a minute, and he's like, there might be a little small map of the general area in the barracks.
In the barracks.
Yeah, because they would probably have to plan if they have to do searches and things like that of the area.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, thank you. You've been very helpful. I'll see you shortly, Marcus.
He smiles and he gives you a little wink, like I got you.
Yeah. And then I head out.
Okay. So, all right, where are the three of you guys going? Are you separating or staying together? I'm talking to Sarah, Stephen, and Geoff.
Or at least staying with the group.
Okay. Looking around town, do you ask anything or just look?
I'm just looking.
Okay. Stephen?
Yeah, we'll just look around town first before we ask anyone anything.
So looking around town, the things that stand out that you notice in this town is there's a bakery. There's a general goods store. You do see some sort of like barracks where soldiers are coming in and out of. And you do see a carpenter store. And there's a trading post. And there's a fortune teller.
Can I use my recognized weapon skill to see how well armed these guards are and stuff?
Yeah.
Double check. Seeing the actual skill. Recognize weapon quality.
Okay, so looking at them, you can tell that they are average armed. They're not heavily armed. I mean, they all have swords, and they have hard leather armor on underneath their attire.
I'm not seeing them in magic armor, magic weaponry, or even advanced
like dwarven stuff,
like runic weapons or something, or cobalt weapons or something.
Yeah, because I'm glad I keep my sword kind of wrapped up, so it's not like, hey, look at me, I got Excalibur on my back. More like it looks like it's covered in fancy cloth and stuff.
You're good.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that, just out of character, if shit goes down, that we're not dealing with actual Jedi or something.
They all have red lightsabers.
Exactly. They have key cards. Who knows what kind of weaponry or technology they have? They pull out this medieval sword and then pull out a stun gun and just bzzz.
No, they have real guns.
Something that you do notice out of the very ordinary to you three is a cart comes into the town that's well armored. Like it looks like a tank, but like a wagon cart. Instead of being wooden, it's all made of metal, and the horses have metal plates on them. And you could see steam coming out of the back of the carriage. It's like tss, tss.
Is this some kind of dwarven technology?
Is there some guy nearby?
Yeah, there's like a person walking past you.
Okay, I'm like, excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
What is that?
That's
we're not from here.
Whose carriage is that?
Yeah,
that's just the local delivery. What do you?
Okay.
He looks at you confused.
From.
Oh. Well, I mean, they have to have that protection because of the monsters out there.
Well, that explains why we don't have our town anymore, huh? So.
He just
like the one-horned beast that attacks in the woods.
Oh. He just says you've seen him?
We.
So you must be from the Northwest.
No. And I just walk away.
It's like I'm done.
Yay!
Conversation over.
He just looks at you as you walk away.
I look at Astrid,
Thanks.
and I guess they have to use armored weaponry and beasts to safely travel, so us going on foot, I think we lucked out.
Mm-hmm. I could totally
How
take it,
troublesome.
though.
Yeah, the guards only look average. I could probably kill 3 or 4 before they take me down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did that local trader did they have any books in it? Maybe we can look in there.
The trade post or the general
Trade
goods store?
post, yeah. General goods store.
Which one are you going to?
Well, you said there was a big one, didn't you?
You said there was a bakery, a general store, and then
There's
then
a-
we saw the carriage show
Other
up.
than the
Trading post.
tavern, the trade post, the barracks, that's pretty much big. It's a sort of a barracks. A carpenter store, a fortune teller, a bakery, and a general goods store.
Hey, let's get our fortunes told. That'd be fun. We have no way to really pay her, but
Yeah, and then she probably would kill you
The
no,
trade
she'll just
post.
tell us when we'll die.
in 3 seconds.
Hey,
Trade post would probably have some books in it, wouldn't it?
books for what? Like map? Are you trying to?
Maps, maybe. Who
Or
knows?
if you
Be
just-
some
They
way.
might, but what if they want you to pay for it before you look at it?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Then we
Anything that
just don't
requires
look at it.
payment.
But until they ask for payment, we could just say, we don't really want it, and just put it back down.
All right, tell you what, maybe I can distract while you two. We'll see if there's maps or anything like that to begin with, and then if we do find one, I can distract and see if I can talk to the thing while you guys try and find anything that looks like our continent.
Okay,
Okay.
why not?
If we don't find anything, we just walk out.
If they don't have books, then we don't have to worry about going in there.
Yeah.
All right.
You go inside the trading post, you do not see books. You see various skins and maybe some weapons, but they don't look that great. Trinkets and knickknacks, maybe some type of weird exotic foods.
I say we just beef it on this town and just go to the main city.
We don't know about the main city yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
You gotta get to me. I have to either
Sorry.
run into you or
I mean,
sorry,
we
I must have feel delirious from the trek here. I don't know
well,
what
if
I'm
they're
talking
bringing
about.
in supplies through armored carriage or means like that, then it has to go somewhere.
You could always ask the driver.
Or we could just follow the tracks.
That's
Somebody
true.
tells me that thing goes through those woods.
Fast.
Probably. There's a carriage. We are lacking horses, even.
Mm-hmm.
Can always steal some.
I don't know much to steal. I don't even know if this place would even have stuff. I mean, that we could steal that they couldn't find. I mean, that magical door we went through to get to our room, I've never seen that kind of magic before.
Are you guys still in the
Yeah.
trading post, or did you leave?
We left once
We're
we
probably
found
just
there's no-
walking around. Yeah.
No, we're discussing this right in front of the trader.
That's what I was wondering if you were or not. So,
Like, sir, this is a Wendy's.
No, you said there was
Please
nothing
leave.
in there, so
This
and
is
we
a
said
Wendy's.
we would have left.
yeah. So when you guys are outside chatting amongst yourself, you see Nova in the distance. He noticed that, just bringing you up to speed. So,
Yeah.
Nova's like, "Hey guys!"
hey guys.
He's
Nova's
all
done
cheery
funny
and happy. Hey guys!
No.
Do you
Nova's
feel
done
like you were able to placate the innkeeper?
For now, yes, but he may be a problem in the future.
Maybe you shouldn't
we
even
need to
stay in the
eliminate him?
room.
Nah, for now everything's fine. But I did learn about there's a big city nearby, and
Do
I
they
told
also
him everything.
require these crystals to travel or something when we get there?
I didn't ask about the crystals because I figured he said that it's required for everything, literally. So I'm going to assume yes.
Yay.
You
We
just
either
find
need
locals
to-
take their hands.
Actually, yeah, if we can just take someone's hand, would be good.
I'm not real comfortable just chopping off a random person's hand.
It doesn't. I mean, doesn't have
And
to be a random person. Fights happen.
You know what? If you find a criminal who's a bad person and you want to take his hand as punishment, I can agree to that.
Okay.
You sounded very
In the
cheery
meantime-
with that. It's like, okay.
Sounds
In
good
the
to me.
meantime, what do we do? there-
In the meantime, there is probably a map of the local area in the barracks.
In the barracks.
In the barracks.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we could just walk in and say, "Hey, can we look at a local map or not?"
Especially since us just not being from here already raises a lot of eyebrows.
Suspicions.
Yeah.
I'll
I'd rather
just-
not question or hint that we're not from here.
Actually, maybe Seran, you kind of look like a hunter. Maybe you could go and ask to see a map because you're thinking of hunting in the area. Try to kind of
Alright.
just see if they'll show you, just so we can get a general.
I'll go to the barracks. I'll
Okay.
just start walking over there.
You walk over to the barracks, and there's a door to get in. You can just push it open and walk in if you like.
Okay.
You walk in.
Are you three following me, or are you staying outside?
I'm staying outside.
We're
Do you
all
want to
staying
follow
outside.
you?
It's best if he looks like a hunter and he's
Okay.
just looking for stuff.
All right.
So you walk in there, and it seems to go to like where a quartermaster would be area. And there's a door next to him that you see people walking in and out of, but they seem to stop at this person. They sign something, and then they, he just says, "Yes. How can I help you, young man?"
In charge here?
What did you say?
Are you in charge here?
Oh, he says, "Yes. How can I help you?"
I was hoping to look at a map of the local area, if I may.
Are you militia?
Hunter, there's a beast in this area that we've been wanting to take down. Giant, 4 hoofs, 1 horn.
His eyebrows raise up. Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, and he kind of giggles to himself. You want to be that
Okay.
stupid?
Yeah, he thinks you're going to die.
He gives you a map that he has of the general area, and that's where he gives you.
All right, that's Eisen's tower. Dark. With my character's intelligence, can I, just as a thing, memorize this map and then just be able to recreate it if I get some paper from Nova or something?
What is your IQ?
It's pretty decent. 23.
That's
Decent. Super
decent, yeah.
genius.
Okay.
Just decent.
My character is really smart. Wisdom may be a different matter some of the times, but as far as book learning, he's a noble from an ancient elvish kingdom, so
I would say
He's
you'd be
average.
able to remember the key points of the map. Yeah. Scale wise, maybe not so much, but yeah.
I would know from the distance traveled from the Sorcerer's Tower to the Northern Gate, how long that took us, to be able to guesstimate how far it is to the port of Darkport.
You would probably think about a day's travel, maybe.
All right.
Maybe a little longer, depending. It does go through the forest, so.
But where we were, we traveled west.
Yeah, so forgive me, Vince.
Yeah.
Clearing wise, we came from there. Did we come from we traveled west, so we would have had to have been between Northern Gate and Darkport already, and we just walked past the
To help,
city in the woods.
to help better, that's generally where you came from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so we assumed where we were going was west. Well, we went southeast.
Well, the tower was southwest of us when we were looking
South.
at one time.
We went southeast from where we started when we thought we were going west.
Yeah, generally
So
from
the
the
sun-
tower's position, you estimate to where the X is where you came from, you think.
So the sun sets in the southeast.
This world's backwards.
So we're not on our planet. We're on
Or
a different plane.
or you really didn't follow the direction you thought you did when you were following it.
We went east.
Our guys are bad sense of direction.
No, I mean,
Pass.
you're in the middle of the woods. Sometimes things happen.
All right. And I'll kind of point at where the X is hypothetically on this map. The beast was seen in this area. What do you call him?
The beast, we call it a devil corn.
Devil. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I leave. I got what I needed.
Good luck and God bless, he says.
God bless.
Which god though?
I didn't say that out loud. I just said God bless. I walked
really
up.
he gets really suspicious. Which god is it?
Yeah, I just walk in and walk out like I own the place, kind of vibe.
So that's
like,
the way to do it. You came in for one purpose, you got it, and you left. That's not suspicious.
Devil cord.
I'll rejoin the others. And Nova, you got a piece of paper or parchment I could borrow real quick?
Always.
I'll recreate the map as similar to that as I can, and I'll even mark according to what this and I kind of describe it. And the beast was called a devil corn. It seems to be a local monstrosity that even the militia can't really handle.
Are we gonna monster hunter this shit?
I thought we were trying to get home.
Oh,
We don't even
guess
know
so.
if this port city can get us home, but either way, maybe we'll.
The port city will most likely have maps, library, things that we can actually use to figure out where we're at.
And if we do happen to kill the devil corn, maybe it'll actually build us some positive reputation with the locals as opposed to the suspicion we're garnering.
Considering that they killed like 8 people.
I don't know if we should attempt to hunt the devil corn or if we should actually head towards Darkport, because I honestly don't care about the devil corn. They are prepared.
No,
I can see
forgive
the
me, let me
giant
clarify.
armor-covered wagon.
If we encounter it on the road,
Mm-hmm.
on the way to
yeah.
Darkport.
Well, that's up to fate, GM. That it may or may not happen. So I think the best we can do is maybe hang around here a few days just to try to learn some stuff and then head off to Darkport.
I don't know, every conversation here that lasts longer than 5 seconds seems to garner more suspicion against us.
I'd rather just go to just in the morning, just go to the main city. Just start going over there.
Unless we can figure out where to get those crystals in the. I mean, Lord Lee says very quietly, unless we can figure out where we can get those crystals in our hand. The guy comes out. What'd you say? Which god was it?
I don't feel like I want to embed any foreign
I don't
materials
either.
into my body.
Do we
But
really
maybe
need
we
them in
could
our
embed it-
skin though? Can we just grab a crystal and go boop?
I was going to say
that.
maybe you could embed it into the glove and trick it, but
Mhm.
we would need to learn about them. And I hate to say it, but ideally, if we're going to learn stuff like that casts suspicion, we should do it in a smaller village than one that's most likely to have heavy military forces.
Well,
Do you think we
according
could,
to the map that was just drawn, I only see 2 places or 3: the Sorcerer's Tower here and Darkport.
Well, there's
Dark
roads.
Maybe we can.
Don't forget. So
Maybe
Darkport
we
is a
can talk
large
to the
city.
Yeah, it's the main city in the area.
crazy idea. Maybe we can talk to the sorcerer again, since it's just one man, and maybe we can learn more information. He might be open to us if he knows we were magicked here. He didn't
mean,
believe us, but if we can
You told
convince
him that, and he
Yeah, I was gonna
still threw
say.
piss on us.
he didn't believe us most likely. But if we can convince him somehow,
All right, we'll see if we can find an umbrella, and I guess we can go talk
I
to
don't
the
know.
sorcerer.
That gold coin seemed to garner the attention of the innkeep. Maybe gold.
Yes. He
and
is a
Lady
greedy
Astrid, you still
man.
have those magic cards. Maybe he'd be willing to trade information for those if you're willing to part with them.
Yeah, sure. We could
I
maybe not have that yet till we
was going to
know what
say,
his
that
thing
should
is.
be a last resort kind of thing.
Well, let's
As an
sleep for 10
example, if any of us has any other magical items, maybe the sorcerer is willing to trade.
Maybe
Also-
let's sleep for tonight, and then
Yeah.
we'll go to the tower in the morning.
Well, it's already late in the day. We don't want to be rude by
I thought
appearing
it-
at
I
night.
thought it was like
Yeah.
dusk or something.
When we got here, so it's probably late
Oh,
evening
okay.
at this point.
Well,
Well, then the sorcerer guy can only hold so much
So-
piss. So,
So much pee. No,
Yeah.
he's magical. His magical piss.
infinite.
he's got a.
It's
Oh, God,
infinite.
he's one of those sad old guys that takes forever to pee. So he wasn't lying; it really did take him forever to fill up that chamber pot.
But he's got a whole bucket next to the window, ready to go. He just
It's like
scoops
one of
into
those,
it.
It's like one of those prep guys. He just got freaking cans of it on hanging on the wall, just in
Ready
case
to
of the
go.
survival.
I'm
Uh,
alright, ready.
oh yeah, what did you guys find walking around the town?
Nothing.
Honestly, the
Jack.
barracks
Oh,
is the
those,
only place
that
that
wagon.
Yeah, they do their transport for like deliveries and stuff in armored carriages that have steam coming out the back, like they're steam powered.
I can only assume it's dwarven technology.
I thought it was horse.
why do they
I
have
thought it was
horses?
pulling them.
Yeah.
Maybe the horses go really fast. I don't know.
When we saw that, did they look like actual horses or more like automatons, like golems? I would know what that kind of is.
They didn't look like normal horses.
They
Yeah.
didn't look like normal horses. Okay. They have a different breed of horses here.
Metal horses.
Speaking
Metal
of,
horse.
have we actually seen any horses?
No.
Okay.
How about chickens?
What has anybody been riding on?
Tons
or
of chickens.
Driving?
People have been walking around. You haven't seen anybody riding a horse.
Mm,
They probably get eaten.
actually,
know.
yes. If there's many beasts outside that they have to protect themselves with that armored wagon, then yes, it's
When you guys are outside standing, wherever you guys met up, you hear da-ding, 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 a bell going off, but nobody seems to panic.
We look around. Lord Lee looks around. What is everyone doing?
Everybody's quickly going inside. Like, they're just walking inside, and you can
Back-
see...
Oh, sorry. I was about to say, back to the inn, guys. It looks like we should not be here.
Yeah,
And you see the guards closing the main gate.
those curfew.
Sounds
Maybe.
like it.
Let's get back to the inn, but I want to linger outside the inn to see what's going on.
Okay. So you guys head back to the inn, and I assume everybody goes in but Seran?
Hmm.
Or you all want to wait
Uh,
outside?
I'll wait with Seran.
Okay.
I mean,
Lord Lee
I'll
goes
look
inside.
out the window too to see what's
Yeah,
up.
I was gonna say whoever's going inside, open the window so we can get inside if need be, if they lock
Mhm.
us out.
Okay.
So the two of you...
Watch the,
Yes, Jeff.
I say, watch the windows magically close too. By the time
Just
We'll
armored.
find out. We don't know about that technology.
Anyway, so the two of you go into the bedroom, Sarah and Jeff, and open the window. You can easily see out into the street. You can see Seran and Nova to
Nova.
your left. They're standing by the entrance of the inn. You can easily see it. And then you guys watch the guards closing the main gates.
Do we want to
like
be?
the guards are going in too.
Yeah, feeling the vibe. Do we want to kind of be hidden while observing this?
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh
kind
yeah.
of.
Oh yeah.
that's what
oh,
I-
yeah.
So do you want us to roll a prowl or something? Or whatever the. Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah,
stealth.
okay, so you're gonna like kind of hide on the side of
Hide,
the.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to see what's going on without making ourselves like.
Known.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can see what's going on outside the window, but okay.
I know, but I want to be up close in case we couldn't see it.
And Nova doesn't need a rope; he can just levitate up.
Oh wow! Hey Vince,
You
out of a
rolled
D100.
a 1? Okay.
Wow.
Sarah just
Ninja.
disappears.
I got it. I barely got it though. I hit my number 36. So
That's fine. The two of you kind of find a spot to hide behind. Nova, you're hiding, and you look, and you don't see Seran anymore. He was just next to you a moment. You're like, huh?
I'm used to that.
Yep.
Pretty much.
And then you feel a little tap on your back, right here, and you're like, what? Where did you? Huh?
I'm used to it. It happens all the time.
You see the guards there closing the gate, and then they all like look around, and then they head back to the barracks, all of them. And then a few minutes later, they come out and there's mega looking armor on them. Like you've never seen this much armor on a person before. And you're and you see steam coming out of the back. But there's only two. And they
Two.
position themselves right by the gate.
They're preparing for something bad that might happen. Something very bad.
Do we hear anything in this distance, like a roar? Or...
No.
It's just standard. This is their standard nighttime curfew thing. Interesting.
Either a dragon's about to attack or that devil corn's bigger than we thought.
I'm betting this is what they do every night to prepare just in case something attacks.
You notice other people walking around, and the guards don't seem to do anything about it. I mean,
I
you
think you're
see one
right.
person quickly goes to a place, they go back inside, another person comes out, throws some garbage out or something, and they go back inside their house.
Yeah, they don't
So this-
linger. So
So it's not an alarm, like you said. It may have been more of a curfew. At this
Yeah.
point, is it like turning to actual night?
Yeah, it's nighttime at this point, yeah.
okay,
Yeah, I
so
think
I
it's-
bet this is the evening guard, which is quite heavy, which I'm guessing the bad things come out at night.
This land is being more and more hospitable.
Mm. Well, I say we just go in through the front door and go back to our rooms.
Didn't we have a quest for cups?
You did.
Got 3 of them right here.
Now we can do the thing where we put a little ball under the cup. Kind of move it
Yeah, we
around.
can play cups.
It's gone.
You could be one of those 3 money people out there.
All right, let's go inside and let them know what we have inferred.
And it's just this. The night is scary, full of horror.
Yes.
All right,
So we go
yeah.
back inside.
I assume the inn's not actually locked if people are still moving in and about.
Nope. You walk inside. You see. In fact, you see the innkeeper. Oh, good evening, fellas.
Especially Nova.
Can I get you some breakfast?
Re-
The breakfast is really good here.
Real quickly, Marcus.
Yes,
the bells.
Mr. Nova.
The bells. What are those for?
Oh, that's
Is it
just
just-
to alert people that we're locking down the city for the night. It doesn't.
Oh.
Don't be worried about it. I mean, you could really go out and walk around if you'd like, but we don't recommend it.
There's a chance for something nasty to come.
There's a
through.
lot of big creatures in the forest.
Do any of them fly?
Yes.
Ah.
So
Thank you,
is there?
Marcus.
Of course, Mr. Nova.
Come on, Sarah.
That's decent now.
Let's go back to the room.
I didn't see any basilisk or any air defense. Did you?
No, I assume those.
This is as we're like.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
we were
I-
talking to the innkeeper. He was
That's
like,
why I was
No.
like whispering. As
No, I was telling us like I'm going to assume those heavy duty suits have some abilities that we don't know about.
yeah. Standard armor during the day, enhanced during the night.
Yes. So we
Okay.
go to the room. We tell them what we have discovered.
They saw it.
Yes,
Yeah,
I know,
saw,
but
we saw the big armor.
Yes, but we tell them why we think they have it, and
Oh,
that
yeah,
there's
got it,
flying
got it.
creatures and stuff like that. It's not really curfew, but we shouldn't be out past dark.
They don't
So the
recommend
fact that we chose to bunk in a cellar is probably the only reason we're alive right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
we
probably
left
say-
right in the morning as soon as we got up, basically.
And actually, yeah, staying out in the night probably would have been a very bad idea.
Yeah, Seran.
I didn't know.
I know, it's fine. All right, so yeah, we're going to sleep for the night.
So we got to figure out. All right, so we're gonna visit the tower tomorrow and then try to find bookage or passage somewhere else.
If he's
Yeah.
unhelpful, then yeah, we just. I don't know. That's a long day. We would need to leave. If the sorcerer is of no help, we might have to stay one more day and then leave right at
We
first
have
light.
a whole month here, so we have plenty of time.
Thing is, we might not have enough supplies. I mean, we have enough food for
A
30
month.
days.
I imagine the innkeeper will feed us as part of the fee we paid.
Have you asked them that?
I didn't,
How-
but
How
We'll find
trustworthy
out.
is he when you spoke with him one on one?
he seems like an opportunist, so he's trustworthy as long as you can pay him.
So he's not going to try and rob us in the night and take what else we have.
I don't think he'll try to rob us, but he will probably try to take advantage of us.
his
They'll probably
honor.
write us-
His honor dies where money lies. So
Yeah, yes, yeah.
As soon as we
So
run out of money, so
Should
does-
one of us
so does
stand
the
watch
silence.
while we sleep?
Honestly, I think this big bolt here will be fine.
Still don't trust
Isn't
it.
there magics that can just make the bolt move to the left? Undo it from the outside?
Well, let's find out. I'll bolt it, take the card, see if it opens.
He's outside the door.
oh, I was
He's
gonna say
outside. He
what?
goes outside. He skipped that part where he's going outside.
I was just like, wait,
Yeah.
what?
We're testing to see if the bolt works technically.
Oh
but
yeah, the bolt's a manual bolt. You go dee 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 dee. You can't open the door. It's just click 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 click. You would hear someone trying to get in.
Astrid, can you do a magic like telekinesis that can just move an object?
Nope,
Have you ever heard of magics like that?
Yeah.
probably.
That's the point I was making. So Nova's just being silly.
I mean, you can always put something against the door, so if someone comes in, it tips over and makes
Mhm.
a noise.
Honestly, since we're in a forest surrounded by monsters, I kind of want to take shifts just in case the town gets hit.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure we'll know really fast if the
I was
town
gonna say
is
if they
attacked
have,
by a giant monster.
if they have a system to tell you it's dark and you need to be safe, they're gonna have a system to say
Those
that
things are
giant
not
monster
quite
attack.
whatsoever.
All right. Well, then
We
the only
have-
other thing for this evening is just search the room, make sure there's nothing suspicious, and then go to sleep.
They got a hidden recording device in there.
What's
there's
this
there's an
camera
actual
thing?
little gnome hiding under the beds with a knife. And he's like, "Oh shit, I got caught."
The gnome writing everything that Nova does.
It's Nomi.
No.
He steals your forks and runs away.
Damn it.
Now, you do a thorough search of the room. You take maybe like 20 minutes, like pulling everything up, checking every crevice, anything I can.
Blacklight.
You're not impressed by what you see, but
I mean, it's an inn.
yeah. No, you don't have a blacklight, so yeah, you search everywhere. You don't see anything that looks suspicious to you guys at all.
You know
Okay.
what? Before I go to bed, I'll do a quick sense magic. See if anything brights up in the room.
Nothing brights up in the room
Okay.
except
Other
the things
than
on
what
you
we have.
guys.
I was gonna say I'm pretty damn bright.
Yeah.
Nova's like a beacon of light in the distance. Nova's actually like a Nova star at the moment.
Actually, if you that's your black light and Nova's just glowing.
Pretty much, yeah. My magic black light.
So you go to sleep.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
taking shifts, though. I think we all agreed to that. I don't know if you want us to actually roll for watch, but one of us is staying up.
No, I could tell you could do your watches and then nothing happens. It's safe. You don't even hear a noise all night long.
And this inn does not catch on fire.
No fires happen.
Yet.
Tonight, at least, yeah.
Charge my sword.
Is there a moon out?
That's a good question. Okay.
Yay.
No, it just plugs into the wall.
You put on the charger, it goes boop bloop.
Unfortunately, these are European outlets and you have an American plug
Yeah.
and you don't have the conversion, so no. Yeah, you leave it near the window area where the light is shining in for the moon. So
And like I said, it's always like it's never more than a hand's foot away from me. It's
I guess you're sleeping on the floor next to the window.
And if he slid a
on
bit
my
over-
watch is when I'm charging. it,
Oh,
basically.
okay. Gotcha.
Next morning.
Next morning,
Yeah.
you could smell the wonderful smells of breakfast.
Oh, breakfast! We should go get some, guys.
First, look around, look outside. Is anything different or
Nope.
just seems normal?
You can actually see people walking around now, like bustling around, doing things. People like, hey, you want to buy this? Want to buy nothing? You know.
Yeah.
Whoever had last watch would probably have been awake when the town started to, wake
Right.
up itself and come
Mhm.
alive.
Be me.
When did the steam powered guards return back to the barracks, or are they still out there?
Be him.
You you look outside, and during your watch, you hear the
Yeah.
and you see them
As
go
the
back
sun was
inside.
Rising.
No bell.
No bell.
Okay.
Was it like right at sunrise or around that time then?
Yeah, about that time when the sun's pretty much coming up and it's becoming light. So it'd be like the equivalent of 7 a.m. ish.
Yeah. Something like that.
I'm curious about those steam powered. They seem slow, but we haven't actually seen them in combat.
They seem heavy and powerful.
Something tells me you don't want to see those things in combat.
Well, not against me, but maybe against a beast.
Maybe.
Maybe we can
Anyway.
rent one.
I will go out and speak with the innkeeper real quickly. Just be like, oh, I'm sorry. Is breakfast included as part of the as part of
Package.
our as part of the package?
He looks at you and he says, unfortunately, no, sir. It's very. And he goes, let me explain. He puts his hands up like that. He goes, unfortunately, the food is kind of rare to come in here a lot of the time, so we do make people pay a little extra for the food. If you just place your crystal on this platform here, and we will charge you for any meal that you'd like.
Your crystal.
Oh, I was meant to ask you. If your crystal gets damaged, who would you take it to repair it?
You would probably go to West Moon, which is the capital city.
That's the only place?
Yes.
Wow.
I figure his eyes were going to narrow. Go like, your crystal
No.
should never get damaged.
Well,
I mean,
Well, no,
things happen. I mean, you get
I was
stabbed,
gonna
hands get
How
cut
do
off.
people like
If there was your
travel?
palm,
Good
it would
gosh.
get hit when you're like working tools or something. It would risk breaking.
A devil corn takes a bite out of your arm. I mean,
Oh, I can't pay for food no more.
But
sorry, your insurance
suppose-
doesn't cover lost limb. You don't got a crystal.
Suppose me and my companions would like to have breakfast, but would like to keep it discreet. Perhaps I just do a subtle flash of the 1 gold.
His eyes lighten up. He looks around and he's just like, "Oh, that would definitely cover a free meal for you and your companions for the time you're being here."
We'd get breakfast, and I hold up a second one, and dinner while we were staying here.
He looks down and he goes, "Oh, absolutely."
I discreetly
And
slide it to him.
And he says, "And drinks."
Oh, thank you. You're very kind.
And he puts it in his pocket and he winks at you.
Thank you, Marcus.
Oh,
That
yes.
blows you a kiss.
Yeah, yeah.
Too much.
Yes, Mr. Nova.
So I go back to them, and then I tell them, like, we're covered for meals while we're here.
Since we are in a foreign land and having learned lessons in the past, do you want one of us to just eat from our rations for a meal
Yes.
and the rest enjoy?
Yes.
That
this
way,
first-
if anybody passes out, they are still
Somebody's-
protecting
yeah.
us.
Yeah, no. That's a good idea.
I'll volunteer for the first. You guys enjoy your meal. I'll eat what we have here. There's a
you can just
kitchen.
not-
I
you
can
just-
I can literally just whip up something.
You don't have to eat your ration right away. Have everyone else eat first, then you eat after them. if
That
it's
is true.
okay.
You could just eat a little later.
You
but
could just wait.
I could, but what happens if it's slow acting and you pass out in the middle of the day?
Then that would be a really bad poison.
Or really effective, and you wouldn't know what was the thing that caused it.
I mean,
Just wait.
it's fine. Sarah doesn't want to eat.
Uveitis.
Let's all go eat. Let's see what.
Yeah, go eat. It's one meal. I'm fine. We have plenty. We have food from the inn. I'm eating real food.
Yeah, he is.
So, yeah. So we go eat.
All right, you go
Right.
down to breakfast and you see it's an assortment of, hams and eggs and breakfast stuff.
It's green eggs and ham.
Yes,
Foreign land.
green eggs and ham. Correct. And they have a coffee as well.
Ooh, that's new.
It's
That's
a hot,
very energetic.
it's hot brown liquid that they say is full of energy.
And it tastes
stick
like
with-
garbage.
I stick with the normal drinks.
You see everybody's just drinking the coffee. This is great.
What is this, Folgers? What's a Folgers? I don't know, but it sounds like it.
It's
I can
Maxwell
taste
House.
The hazelnut, hints of chocolate and vanilla.
We've suddenly, what was it, that commercial? We secretly changed their coffee with Maxwell House coffee.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah,
It
so
causes a riot.
the people are drinking it and, eating and, chatting amongst themselves. And your food comes to your table and then they just leave. They don't charge
As
you.
soon as we get served,
Yeah.
everyone else leaves. Like,
No.
ew.
No, the waitress just leaves. She doesn't like.
Alright,
you see other tables. She hands out the little disc, and people wave their hand over it. You guys don't. They don't even bother you.
All right. And I'm just going to try to listen into conversations to see what people are talking about, what's going on,
You
See
see
what I can
those guys
overhear.
over there? They didn't even have to hit the button. They didn't have to
Yeah.
wave their hand.
Oh my
What the hell?
God!
They paid
They
in
got the
advance.
package.
We paid in advance. Yeah, it's like we got the Ultra Diners Deluxe
You
package.
can pay in advance?
You could do that? I
Oh.
thought it said pay up front.
That is paying in advance.
But that's what we did.
These guys must be
You-
royalty.
No,
Well,
people.
technically, one is.
People are chit chatting back and forth about normal everyday things, like we got to get to the trade post today before it closes. I need to get my floor fixed. Oh, I need to get new clothes. The only thing out of the ordinary that you all see, now you don't have to roll because you're just kind of eating and observing, and most people don't do that while they're eating. So,
Yeah.
You notice a few people are going in a back room of the inn or the dining room area. There's like a door. There's a guy in front of it, and they kind of whisper something to him, and he opens the door, and they go in.
That's the brothel.
If it's just guys, yeah, it might be.
No, there's
Yeah.
women that go in too.
Okay.
It
See
might
any
not
come
be a
out, or
brothel.
do they just go in?
The time you're sitting there, you don't see anybody come out.
And we
Could be
all
just
noticed
a
this.
massage parlor.
The guy standing at the door is probably about 6'5", give or take. He's got a bald head. He's got a mustache. He has, I would say, leather armor on. He has a sword on his hip. He has a giant snake tattoo that goes down the side of his neck.
Name. Gangsta.
It's colored red.
I guess I'll just quietly walk over to Marcus.
Mhm.
Just ask him. It's just Marcus. What's behind the door?
He kind of stumbles and says, I don't worry about that, sir.
You keep my secrets. I keep yours. Do you understand?
He kind of looks around
already. Jeez.
like this. He goes, well, it's the snakes.
Snakes?
Yeah, the red snakes. But you didn't hear that
They're
from
on
me.
the plane.
Fuck you, Geoff. I'm going to stab you with every NBC.
Everyone just grabs a fork and immediately stabs Lord Lee. So I lean in and quietly whisper, I'm going to have to ask, what are the red snakes?
He looks around again. He's just, they're not nice people. They're very mean people.
Why do you allow them in your inn?
Does it look like I have a choice?
Not the mafia.
Ah, I am sorry about that. I will keep my nose out of it. I didn't mean to cause you any trouble.
Thank you.
I go back to the table and I tell them quietly.
He's
Quietly.
like, hey, that guy over there told me about the red
snakes behind that
There's
door.
snakes in that back room.
Are the red
Don't go back
snakes?
there.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, I tell them it's like behind that door. There's apparently the red snakes, which are kind of like the mafia.
Like
the
a
mafia?
gang.
They're like a gang or a mob or something, and they're not good. But I think that perhaps if we need crystals, they might be a place where we can get some.
The other underground crystal farm.
Underground crystal farm.
Yep. They're just growing crystals in their basements and the
That's not
closets. And
In all honesty, I thought he meant the underground crystal meth farm.
Yeah.
I've heard
Yeah.
of people growing meth, crystal meth.
But for the time being, we should not. It might cause the innkeeper problems if we get involved right now. So we should probably keep that on the.
Well, we got something to do today anyway.
Yeah, we
always-
already have something. We already have a task for today. So I say we get to it.
Okay.
Breakfast is good. You don't have any ill effects from it. It's just breakfast.
And then
Actually-
we pass out.
Actually, we probably feel a lot better, more energized because of that coffee.
I didn't have any
You-
coffee.
Yeah, I don't think Astrid Nova drank any. Just you. You'd be hyper. Oh God, another hyper Geoff.
Oh my god, this feels
Wait.
really good. Like I feel
Is-
really energetic.
is coffee is that the first time you've had coffee?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
Well,
never heard of coffee before.
I would probably taste it and think it tastes gross, so I probably wouldn't drink it.
It's a bitter kind of taste. It's pretty.
It's an
neat.
acquired taste.
It's
I
bitter
wouldn't-
because there's nothing in it, and
Mhm.
like you take 2 sips of it, and then like a few minutes later, while you're eating, Geoff, you're like, bam, like whoa, yeah, like that.
I probably, if they had sugar, I would probably see other customers putting sugar in there.
Good point.
Unless-
You may see people putting sugar in there. Yeah,
Oh, and is there even sugar here?
yeah,
That's
there
true.
is. Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, it's like if you put some of this white powder in there, that's sugar.
You
He would
feel
know sugar.
amazing.
If you put this
It would be
little bit
brown.
of sugar in there, it tastes really
I think
good.
it would be brown. You're right.
I mean, it
What
tastes
would be
good.
brown?
No, I want to have. I want to have coffee.
Jeff,
And
you
white
are
powder.
very alert.
Do you want me to
Wait.
add something to my perception rolls?
No, you're just alert. Like you were groggy and tired. Now you're just like, bam.
Ugh.
You're gonna have to pee really bad in like
All
half
right,
an
well,
hour.
An hour or so.
I go back to the room and explain to Seran everything that happened.
Cool.
Looking out of character, looking at the book, there's no coffee on the book, so coffee does not exist in the world.
The book is not all inclusive.
Yeah, the book is just
No.
the books are guidelines, Jeff. Relax.
Well, I say it's
Yeah, I don't remember reading about a devil corn or
I would say it's more or less a general idea.
just like give me a fucking bonus. You already made me smaller.
Well, anyway, we bring
Fine,
Seran
you
up
have a
to speed.
giant penis for being small. How's that?
And
Hell yeah. Well, I mean,
Giant for your
more
size.
giant.
It's still average for you.
as we
Now-
are heading to the Wizard's Tower, we
Thank
are
you,
Now
Steve.
discussing
Doc his
this.
knees.
No. Let's spend 10 more minutes talking about his size. So,
Oh.
You should
Lord
have him
Lee's
roll.
manhood.
Lady
So-
Astrid, do you want to stay and listen to this, or should we go to the Wizard's Tower?
I'm already on my way to the Wizard Tower.
He already left.
God, yes, thank God.
where did you want to park the truck this time? Anyway, all right. So you head out of the town. The guards don't say anything when you leave.
Daytime.
Yeah, it's daytime. They don't care. You
What
guys
was
head
the-
up to the source. Yeah, Steven.
What was the wizard's name again? Isolde or
Isol.
Isolde?
Wait. I
Were you
wrote it
paying
down.
attention?
Asshole. His name was Asshole. That's what I got.
Ison. That's it.
Ison? Thank you.
And he's a sorcerer, not a wizard.
Yeah. Big difference.
I
There
know,
is.
right?
I'm not being sarcastic.
When you're referring to him, you may want to call him sorcerer and not wizard, because
Well, I'm going to trust you to do the negotiation.
Yeah.
crap.
All right. So you head
Unless
to the
he only
sorcerer's
wants to do
tower.
the thing.
It takes you maybe like a couple hours to get there because you got a
Hours?
little bit.
Yeah.
You're heading
So it's like-
upwards too,
Oh, okay, the slope. I get it.
and you
All
get
right.
to his tower, and there's the tower.
Knock on the door.
Make sure we have a tarp this time, just in case.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all stand
Ready.
back from the
Yeah,
door.
Nova said grab.
He might be out of
umbrella or
liquid things to
something.
throw us, so he
Yeah.
might be throwing solids now.
He says he looks like he goes, "What are you? It's you again. What? I told you to get out of here."
And I'm going to do this. Almighty sorcerer Eisen, we seek your guidance.
Why don't you just
Got
suck
these-
my balls already? I mean, come on.
He's from New York.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
He's way up there. So
No, he's just like, really? Come on. What do you want? Don't placate me with the almighty sorcerer. And he goes like that.
Hey,
On information.
I was like, yeah, we just want some information, and we didn't know what kind of person.
What do you
were.
have to trade?
What do you want? We have
We're
lots
from a
of
foreign land. Do you want gold, silver, copper, knowledge,
I have alcohol.
a back rub?
Ooh, a back room.
I have
Lord Lee
alcohol
volunteered.
and the back robe.
You
I've
just
been
heard
so
Lord Lee
lonely
volunteer
in
for
this
that.
tower.
He goes, I could use a Never mind.
You know those snakes back there? I heard they had a pretty good massage parlor.
Fuck you, Geoff. Anyway, he's like, fine. I'll be right down.
Step back so he can.
So he doesn't throw stuff at us.
Yeah, he just makes you hold on. He throws poop on you or something.
That's
No.
what I was expecting. That's why I said he might be throwing solids now.
That's why Lord Lee was standing back from the door.
You can hear the locks on the door being opened, and he
He
opens
just
the
opens
door.
it, just throws piss out.
He just
We're still
pisses
waiting
it.
5 minutes later.
He's just pissed directly on you from there. Yeah. He says, "All right, come in. Come now. Hurry. You go in, and you see it's like it's bigger inside than it looks.
Oh, when,
Go on.
when TARDIS.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of like that situation. And you can see
Bigger
where his
inside.
window was. There's a ladder that he climbs.
Okay.
There's really no floors to this place at all, even though it's really tall.
He just goes up to.
He just calls up the
Try
ladder.
for a
He's,
gentleman of your age.
all he does is climb ladders.
The guy, I don't trust people. So, what do you
I don't
have?
blame you.
What do you want?
We
Sit down.
honestly, okay.
You see some like sofas and stuff like that.
Well, first,
Would
have
you like some
heard of it?
tea?
No, I'm good, thank you.
He see he's
And no
making
cookies either.
you see he's making himself some tea and he's stirring it and listening to you. Hurry up! I don't have all day.
What do you? I tell him about the storm and how we appeared, and just asked if he knows anything about blue lightning and the
Pistols in
sandstorm
hands.
thing. Yeah.
Waking or finding our whole tavern in the middle of the dark woods in another continent, supposedly.
Yeah.
Like we'll all just interject little tidbits if
Mhm.
something's
Yeah.
forgotten.
He says, "Yes, I recall something like that. If you give me one moment."
Of course.
He's calling the guards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guards!
We got these crazy people here.
He goes over to one of his bookshelves and he pulls out a book and he's like, "No, No. Young man, and he points to you, Nova.
Yes.
Could you get that book up there? It's like a brown book. It's above his head. He's like, I don't feel like getting the ladder over here. Could you grab that brown book there for me?
Certainly. I go grab it.
And he takes it. He says, thank
Fine.
you. He looks through it. He says, like, yes, here we go. And he shows you a picture of the gray sky with the blue lightning bolt on it. Does it look like this?
Yes, that is exactly it.
Yeah, sure. He shows you Seran. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
That's actually frighteningly similar.
He says they're called ley lines.
Cool.
There are rips in the fabric of time.
Wait, time?
Mm-hmm. They can transport you to a different time period or a different dimension completely.
Oh, Chuck.
Ah. So we're not in Kansas anymore.
Oh, do you have
Kansas?
look? Oh, yeah,
It's a very flat foreign land, but so suppose it transported us here. You wouldn't happen to know of any way to get back, would you?
Hmm.
Have you even heard of our continents? And he names the kingdoms. Have you heard of those?
No.
I doubt he would.
Do you have a map of like a world map we can look at?
He thinks for a moment. Yes.
I mean, it would be good to determine if we've traveled through time or space.
Yeah.
Let's
Just
see
looking
the
for
map.
any hint of familiarity. I can't say.
Because I've only seen a local map.
It shows you the same local map.
Yeah, it's the same local map.
So wait, is this the continent?
He said that's the entire area.
Oh, the kingdom.
Yeah, the kingdom. The land of dark.
The land of Darkwood, okay.
I don't recognize this body of water from any of the maps I'm familiar with.
Oh, I recognize Dark Post. It's right there in the middle of the map.
Yep. Good job. Good
Uh,
job. Do you have anything that shows a more zoomed out version, more scaled out version?
Can you zoom out, please?
I
can you,
it doesn't work.
can you just
Do you have a
zoom?
map of the world?
He starts pinching the map with 2 fingers. making
No,
it zoom out.
I've never been beyond this kingdom. There is so many creatures and monsters out there that this is the only civilized area I know of.
There are no other kingdoms outside of Darkwood?
That I know of.
There's never been any foreign nationals or other... Anyone?
I don't travel much.
Do you know anyone who does?
Probably the king
Just the
All right.
king?
in West Moon. That's where the capital city is.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Speaking of traveling, they said that we can get those crystals there in West Moon. Is there a way to get them around here?
He looks at you and goes, "You don't have crystals?"
Again, ley lines,
Ah.
alternate
No.
world.
Might be a different dimension.
May I see your hands?
Lee.
Might as well.
Lee, show him your hand.
Oh, man.
Why is it Lee the one showing his hand, not the
Because
rest?
we're all in armor.
Yeah, we're all covered.
You can take your gloves off.
No, I'm good.
He looks at your hands and he's just like, And he shows you his hands who have no crystal in it either.
How do you get by in this world without a crystal?
I grow my
He's
own
a sorcerer.
things.
The locals don't harass you for not having... They seem very suspicious whenever it came to looting that we don't have one.
Yes, you need one in this land. If you don't have one, they will be very suspicious of you and probably arrest you.
So
Is
how?
it
So how did you, like, how did you avoid getting a crystal this whole time?
He's self-sufficient. He just said that.
Well, right, but if you're like 5 years old, how do you avoid getting a crystal?
That's
If you're a
Yeah.
child.
He said, I avoided them by living up here on my own. I've traveled nowhere out of this kingdom, though. And he thinks about it. He goes, I've been here my whole entire life. I need to change that.
You want to join us?
He thinks for a moment.
Adventure, adventure, adventure.
We have a habit of coming across oddities. It would be enlightening for a sorcerer.
You see a lot of weird shit.
I know, but he kind of likes, he says to you, because I kind of like the awe and mystery that everybody is afraid of me. And the more that I stay reclusive in this tower, the more they are too afraid.
Yes. You're right. That does have.
You
a
can always
sense of
travel
power.
incognito and always return to your tower after the adventure.
Unless you hit another landline and we go someplace else, but what's the
Plus
odds of that
locals-
happening?
Actually, I
Well-
kind of want that to happen.
I wasn't 100% truthful. I do have a crystal.
Oh,
He goes over to his night table or something. He comes in. He goes, "It's in this box. I pulled it out of my hand."
there's no negative consequences. The crystal still works.
I don't know if it works. I don't use it. I didn't want that thing in me because it tracks you as well.
So if they ever wanted to find Eisen, they could still potentially find you here in the tower with that crystal.
Oh, I don't think so. As he looks around, Corey, you notice little markings on the walls, and you're like,
It's like,
ah.
It's like he has defenses. He's fine.
All right.
Right. Well, perhaps could we have that crystal?
I mean, the moment it leaves this tower, it'd probably be activated.
Yeah, and it'll be tracked, but we would have a way to interact with the locals.
How do you avoid not getting attacked by those giant creatures?
He
If
just
you're
smiles.
not in the town.
He just smiles.
Probably other wards as well.
He's just really stinky. They don't want to deal
What
with
Nova was saying,
Throws
is
piss
there a
on
way we could trade or acquire the crystal from you so that we may use it in our travels if you're not
Well,
using it?
How does the crystal work for credit transactions? Are they tied to a bank account or something like that?
Yes.
So if he's doesn't have any money on him, we can't use it for anything.
Unless we deposit some funding into Eisen's bank account.
Yes.
Or he has some that he's willing to, in equivalent exchange. If he has 5,000 gold's worth, we give him something in exchange.
Well, think about it. It hasn't been used in a long time.
So your interest has to be huge.
If he has, yeah, right. If he has no money in it, for example, and he suddenly puts money into it after decades or so,
Not suspicious at
Centuries.
all.
It might be a little suspicious, but
I was
elves
gonna
also live a long time.
If you put just a little in, I don't think it would be that suspicious.
It'd be a little suspicious.
How would we put even money into it?
you would have to go to a bank.
You go to a bank and deposit, or I'm assuming you exchange with someone else who has. Because I noticed the innkeeper had to swipe the thing.
Oh, the charge ports is what they're called.
Yes.
You
They
wave your
accept-
hand. Oh, yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Do they accept actual gold currency?
He looks at
I
you.
show him
he
a
says,
coin.
He says, "May I have that?"
This is
Uh,
becoming a habit.
Wait.
He takes it. He's
Too
just
late.
like,
Sorry, been given.
he looks at it and goes, "Is this real?"
It is real, and perhaps we can exchange it for your crystal.
He hands it back to you, Seran. He's just like, "Wow, I have not seen gold in such time.
What happened to all the gold?
Ever since the new king, when he took over from his father, King Sparrow is his name. King Sparrow Darkwood. That's his name, yeah. We just call him King Sparrow. Ever since he became of age, he changed everything. He found some type of technology, and we started having these weird equipment around, as you probably have seen in town at night.
Yes.
And we have these crystals that everybody was forced to get.
How long ago was that?
He doesn't really remember. A century ago?
Is King Sparrow an elf?
No, which is the weird thing. He's just a human.
That is, I
He's
assume,
lived
not
that long.
just a human.
He has magical aid.
Or that strange technology is enhancing his livelihood.
Either way.
He's a cyborg.
He's a cyborg. Wait, what's a cyborg?
Yeah. An automaton.
Oh,
All right. Well, like I said, perhaps we could trade the gold coin for the crystal.
He says, "No, I have no need of the gold. I just have not seen it in a while."
Is there anything
Fair
that you're
enough.
willing to barter for the crystal, so that we may use it for means of travel?
What do you have to offer other than the gold?
This lovely young squire, God, he could be yours.
He licks his lips. Oh yeah, no.
Should I give?
I got some popsicles for you, Scotland.
Should I give him the thing?
Yeah, pull out the thing.
Well, ask him about your tracker compass thing.
You won't know anything about that. Do you know?
It's from another world. I mean,
Yeah, and it doesn't work because most likely we're from a different world.
Yeah, it just spun in circles.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. I was gonna say I have these 3 cups here that seem to be magical in some way, but
But now they're just big gulps.
You gonna hand it to him to look at, or
Sarah, are you going, or Lady Astrid, are you going to show him the thing? We're just referring to it as the thing.
yeah? What are you
Yeah,
what are you
the
referring
thing.
to as the
Out
thing?
of
at this
character, we're
moment?
not getting rid of the cups because that's part of a mission.
No,
directed to the
No, we're
Emperor.
talking about the cards.
The deck of
Oh,
cards.
yeah.
That's the thing.
Would this be sufficient in trading for the crystal, perhaps? And I hand him the deck of cards. These are this is a magic. Well, it contains a magical card that regenerates. And when you pull the card out, you get a
An enhancement.
a random enhancement, and maybe a de-hancement, as what happened to Lord Lee here, who used to be slightly taller.
Oh, Lord Lee. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I thought he was just like your son or something.
Nope.
No, he was 6'1", I think he said.
May I hold the cards?
Yeah.
He
Be
takes.
careful.
He looks at you, and he takes
Yeah.
He looks inside the pouch.
We don't know how chaotic the effects are, but we haven't come across anything else like it.
There's only one card in here.
Yeah.
When you pull it out, it will disappear, and there will be another card in there.
So, and you said something magical happens?
Yes.
We don't know to what
We
what
can't, it's like,
effects.
we don't know how it will affect you. It's unique to each person, but
Hey,
it will be guaranteed to affect you in some way.
It could be detrimental. It could be positive.
Well, Aurora got taller and then shorter, so
I mean,
nothing happened to me. And I don't know if anything happened to Seran.
something did happen to Seran, but we were all saying, out of character, we're all saying too much. We need to let him just do this.
Yeah.
So what do you say?
We have much to say.
Yeah, Jeff, you were saying something?
I guess Corey said that out of character. I was just saying out of character. We're basically warning him. We don't want to.
Yeah.
We already did warn him. We're done.
We don't
And
want
now
to give a
it's-
sorcerer with extreme powers, a need for vengeance against us.
No,
You
we
shrank me.
told him potentially bad stuff will happen, but potentially great good will happen. It's up to him.
He looks at it, and then he thinks for a moment, and he's like, yes, I will trade the crystal for this.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
he hands the crystal to Lady Astrid.
I have it now.
I have the power.
Uh,
It's inside the box.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
No, we
is
just
there
need to charge it so we can use it.
I think it's
So
always
any bank will
charged.
do that.
Yeah. But-
And so how would we put money or credits for the account?
The bank. He already said that.
Yeah, but how?
Hold on one moment for me.
You gotta ask him how to write a check. Is that what this is?
We were having to learn the finances of the whole new world.
We
That
give the
based
bank
off a
a
certain
piece
economy.
of gold and be like, "Hey, put this in my account," and they'd be like, "What the fuck? Why do you have gold?" Like,
Actually, I figured we'd swap credits with the innkeeper since we already have him a.
no, that's true.
Well, let's see what Eisen has to
yeah,
say
see
about
what
this.
he
He was
says.
in the middle of something.
Sorry.
Before you rudely interrupted him, and
You said
That's
he
horrible.
went away and said, "Let me get this."
Yeah.
So, I mean,
he comes back with a small pouch, and he hands it to Lady Astrid. He goes, "Here is 100 credits." And you look inside, there's like these little stone pieces with little carvings on them.
Thank you so much.
That should at least give you something.
Thank you. That's
Now,
very kind.
before you go,
Oh, yes, sir.
I just want to let you know not many people have these. So using them in person, you may get some looks as well. And I would not flash that gold around.
Mm-hmm.
That gold is so rare that men will kill for it.
What about
Yeah, I know.
silver?
You have silver?
We have copper too.
Is that also super rare?
We don't use those metals anymore.
Copper?
No.
I think all those
Iron?
are the automatons.
Iron. You have iron on your armors and stuff.
Okay, thank you. There's some metals.
So how do we earn credits outside of
Work a
what would we
job.
use to increase credits exactly?
You would get a job and they would transfer it into your account.
Like killing a devil horn? Is there a bounty on that?
He said, yes, in fact.
I look over at Nova. Told you we're going to kill this thing.
Wait, so we're basically going to start a new adventurers guild right here at the fucking North Gate?
Fuck these cups. Let's kill a devil horde.
What about
Until
the
we can
small-
get... No, just this is our game plan. We kill the devil horn. We turn it into the militia for credits. We get enough credits to get us to West Moon. Find books if Eisen... I assume at this point he told us what we're looking for, but maybe somebody in West Moon can get us to a ley line when we get home.
Well, we need to go to Darkport.
Right.
That's the nearest
That's why we
place.
need credits.
Oh, do you happen to know how much credits it is, Eisen, to take a transport between cities? I assume that's how it's done, armored transport.
101 credits.
Yeah. It's 1 credit over what you have. He says, no, I can't tell you that. I haven't been in the town in a long time.
Oh,
The last time I've been in a town, they were charging minimal credits, but now there's so many beasts around, and the transports are very rare, so...
Are there water beasts?
What?
Beasts in that Great Lake that it looks like that goes from Darkport to West Moon.
Oh, there are creatures in that water, yes.
Of course.
well, I imagine ships are rare.
So yes, we might need more than 100 credits.
Yep.
It's almost like the universe wants us to destroy.
What were the small creatures?
That's
you
Steven's.
described
We can have side jobs. That's
yeah,
fine.
that's Steven's side adventure. He wanted to go
Hey,
after
I-
the creature, so
I explained the logic behind my mindset.
No,
That
it
is
made sense. No, it
I
made
didn't
sense.
push that on you at all. That's Steven. So,
But yeah, no, Lord Lee brings up a good point about the small creatures.
what about the small creatures, young man?
he he describes the small lizard-like creatures.
Yes.
What
What,
are
about
those?
those? Those are. What the hell was their name? They're called frilly runners.
Really, learners. They seem to be somewhat sentient.
They're quite intelligent, actually. And they're mostly scavengers, so they don't really attack people unless they feel that they can overwhelm you in groups. So if you
But
see
they will
a small,
attack.
yeah, if you see a small amount of them, no, there's probably more lurking around.
And you
After
said they're
the
highly
persuasion.
intelligent. Will they trade, or do they know what bartering is?
No, they don't. They don't speak our language. They're just intelligent.
Do you have a bestiary book by chance that we might peruse real quick?
Let me ask the dungeon master. I'll be right back.
No, just to see what the local wildlife is.
No, he
'cause-
doesn't have a bestiary for you.
All right.
Sorry, young
It looks-
man. I mean,
No, it's all
young elf.
I mean,
Would you have a book about the local herbs and apothecary things?
Yeah, he would have something on local plants in the area. Yeah.
That could come handy.
and since we're in a totally different world, I'm probably maskless.
Ugh, you're ugly.
puts
Negative
huge.
20
So-
He
beauty.
puts his hand
You
on
have
your
so many
knee.
fans.
Just come with me, young man. Take my hand and come into the closet.
Yeah.
I got some popsicles for you, young man.
Got your popsicle sticks.
All right. Is it okay if we perhaps stop by again to chat?
Oh, absolutely. I will continue to do some research how to find the ley lines for you. It's an intriguing subject because I've just glanced over it a few times and never really dug into them.
All right, well, thank you for all your assistance. If there's anything we can do for you, just ask.
Well,
How often do these ley line things occur?
that I
from your
don't know.
research?
I know they're kind of rare. But
Any idea what? Oh, go ahead.
generally they are in a magic-heavy area.
Yeah. The last time we saw one was after we fought was it Spider Queen? What was that thing?
The queen, evil queen woman who we,
Vanquished.
well, Seran just like murdered her, but
Maybe he knows something about her.
seems unlikely.
He just looks at you like, huh?
Any idea
Agreed.
where we might find more information about these ley lines?
Westman.
Besides
Maybe the
West-
capital
West-
city? I mean, I don't
Like
know.
Magical Institute or something?
Listen, I think we've disturbed him enough for one day.
I will say this,
It's time for a snap.
since you mentioned Magical Institute. Magic is outlawed in this land. Be careful.
Ah,
What about
Outlawed.
magical?
I was going to say, yeah, go ahead, Seran.
What about magical weaponry?
Magical weaponry is fine. They just don't want people with the innate ability like I am.
And they fear you, so they don't bother you. Okay.
What if don't do spells in a town center? In other words,
Don't get caught.
Astrid.
Man after my own mind.
no fireballs. Got it.
They
Or
don't like
discreet.
anything to do with magic, including circle magic and things like that.
Are
Do
there
they
any?
know of circle magic? Because this is a different land.
He knows circle magic.
I know he knows, but do other people know? Do they know? Would they recognize it or just think I'm just drawing bullshit on the floor?
They do a square magic here.
They do square magic. It's not circle magic.
Triangle.
No.
I dabble in triangle magic myself.
Circles was so last year.
Yeah. It's now trending on TikTok, so yeah. He what the hell fuck was I gonna say? I don't know now.
All
You're
right.
talking about magical institute saying magic's illegal.
Yeah, the average person probably won't know what you're doing, but someone that's educated in that who looks for these things would know. So there's hunters out there. Be careful.
Oh, so there's like a magic police.
Yes, there are
There are magic police and
there are they call them witch hunters, even though you're not really a witch. In fact, they dress similar to you, young lady.
Huh. Weird coincidence.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
kind of
God,
have
what
the
deal.
same vibe. Yeah.
Same vibe.
No, he just goes the same, and he goes like this, the same like vibe. I could feel the energy from you.
Mm.
All right.
I know you
Well-
hunt, but you do it for good. She's like,
Thank you
yeah,
for
sure.
noticing. Thank you for
Uh-huh.
noticing.
Kind of farts.
Yeah. She's-
Wait,
I heard you were
wait.
known as a crop duster.
Wait. So the witch hunters here don't do it for good?
Well, they're witch
It's
hunters.
like they do it for Sparrow.
Okay, so he describes it to you and think of Puritans.
Like any magic is bad. Doesn't matter what.
Okay.
Like the Puritans from the old time.
Yeah.
Those type of people that just God will not like it. I'm not a witch.
They-
We don't care.
They do it for air quote good.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
look different, therefore you're a witch.
All right. Well,
If she drowns, she's innocent.
Yeah.
That's
so then why don't they go to jail then? They just murdered an innocent person and they admitted it. Why would they never go to jail? All right. It doesn't.
They
It's
are the
God's will. It wasn't
will.
judgment. It was
Yeah.
God's will.
yeah. He
Oh.
says it is God's will, and he just kind of giggles. He says
Yeah, I heard
there's
that
only
phrasing
one.
before.
There is only one God that rules over this land.
There is. What's he called?
God.
That's it. No names. No nicknames.
So the deity here is God.
Deity here is
Got
like
it.
God. We just call him the God.
Mm.
Now his name's not
Is there
Jesus either, Jeff. His name is Jesus.
Jesus.
Is this the god more of an idea, or is there an actual physical entity roaming the land?
I not seen any proof of this god. And the god probably does have a real name, but I don't care.
Greg.
Steve.
Okay.
Name to be decided, because I never got that far. Shut up.
Okay, yeah.
I had to recreate an
fine.
entire new land, all right?
You didn't have to. You chose to.
I know, because I figured it'd be a fun thing to do.
It is fun.
All right, well, thank you for all your help. We should probably get back before dark. That way we can make it back into the town.
Yes, you should go now.
Then he pushes us out.
But
And to keep up the spirit, he throws piss on you.
As for customs.
I have to keep my appearances up.
what
We're going to
appearance is
use
this? A
the well.
smell?
The town knows of the scent of Ison's
Yeah, but
piss.
see, wouldn't that make it more suspicious because they'd know we've been to talk to you more than once?
That's
So
fine.
yeah, so if we don't smell like piss and we visited Ison, then yeah, that's very suspicious.
I'm going to wash off in the well. And I leave at this point because we were done and he already threw the piss on us.
It's magic
Yeah.
piss.
I'll do a quick wash of the well too, and then head back to town.
I
Watch
won't.
it. Watch that piss is what keeps the monsters away.
Yeah.
So if we actually carry that around the forest, nothing will bother
You know
us.
what? Lord Lee, if you want to smell of piss on our whole adventures in this foreign land, be my guest.
Well,
I will.
Sarah already smells like the piss, so it's just kind of doubling down on it, because she never
Yeah.
took a bath.
You never do it.
Yeah, so yeah,
She's like, I don't give a fuck. I smell like piss.
I don't
They'll keep
care.
any guy
I
away
love
from
how
me.
the one noble is like super clean and the other one's just like,
I'm a noble because I have to be.
I was gonna say-
That's part of the job description. I didn't have any other. real-
Lord Lee is also a noble. We have three
No,
nobles.
Lee is definitely taking is just washing the stuff off.
That's right. We have a group full of nobles.
Yeah.
How do you think?
Actually,
Me
yeah,
and
we're all
Sarah and
nobles,
Phil.
aren't we?
I'm not.
Technically.
Corey,
Nova's
you
the only
were,
one that's not.
royalty.
Maybe Lucian or
no, Lucian
Oh,
is
my
not a
bad.
noble.
Godwin's not noble.
Godwin's not. No, Godwin's your squire though, so he is nobility somewhat.
Yeah.
And Raven is
Yeah, you
not
are noble.
nobility either. So, but you have a group full of
So
nobles.
all the martial class are nobles. All the magic class is commoners.
Peasants.
But yeah, you head back to town and back to the inn, and that's where we're going to end it for today.
All right.
Hey, bye.
And that's all the time we have tonight, folks. I'm Vince, not sitting with.
Steven playing Seran Allward.
Jakob playing Lucian.
Geoff playing Victor Liam Brightwood.
Sarah playing Lady Astrid.
Corey playing Nova.
David playing Luke.
Good night. You've been listening to the Palladium Megaverse podcast. This podcast is Palladium Fantasy 1E. The Megaverse is copyright and trademarked by PalladiumBooks.com. For more information on their products, please go to their website. If you'd like to help support this website, please go to RollHigherDie.com. Thank you.